Hi, welcome to another Petersen Museum Deep Dive. My name is Dana Williamson. I'm the director of the collection here at the Petersen Museum. And today we're going to be talking about the Ford Model A. So the car that I have behind me is a 1928 Ford Model A. It came right after the Model T. The Model T, of course, was the car that put every family on the road. That's what Henry Ford wanted to do. But it lacked a lot of creature comforts, performance, and safety features. So they designed the Model A in 1927. First model came out in 1928. This is in 1929, and they ceased production in 1932. The car is a four-cylinder, puts out about 40 horsepower, 3-speed transmission. It had four-wheel brakes. It had safety glass. This particular model would either be called a station wagon, a depot hack, or a Woody. As you can see, Woody is probably the most popular name. Had steel fenders, steel chassis, and engine lid, but the body itself was made out of wood, not just for decorative, but also for strength. All the doors are framed in wood, the roof is framed in wood, and it creaks, hence the Woody. So what's interesting about this particular Model A, it is almost 100 years old. So this car will be participating in the Great Race. The Great Race, you might ask, what's that? Well, it'll be racing from Springfield, Illinois to Pasadena, California. It's about 2,700 miles, and it'll be driven by a driver and co-driver. It'll over 8 days, and it's not really a speed race, as you'll come to find out. It's a time and distance race. In other words, you have to arrive at certain checkpoints exactly at the time that is specified for you to arrive. So, of course, being 100 years old, or close to 100 years old, there are a lot of things about this car that in today's standards would probably be considered archaic. The brakes are not the most powerful, so you have to anticipate before you stop. Being a four-cylinder and only 40 horsepower and 3-speed, you're very limited in your choice of RPM to speed, so that you have to pay special attention that you don't want to come to where you come into climbing a hill or something with not enough speed to make it up to the top of the hill. Oddly enough, though, that this car will cruise along. It probably has a top speed. Henry Ford used to say it could go 65 miles an hour. I have not had it at 65 miles an hour, but it will cruise along at 50, 55. So we're hoping, that it can sustain the highway speeds that we need to on Route 66. It does have, of course, the throttle and the ignition timing on the steering wheel. So when it's under load in, say, third gear or second gear, you can adjust your timing. You can adjust your spark advance, give yourself a little more power, and it won't run as hot. You can run a little bit cooler, the engine. Which will help the temperature. I mean, that would be the main concern. If somebody said, well, what would you worry about the most? And I think in a car such as this, overheating is something that would be, a concern. We've taken all the precautions, or should say, we've tried to do everything we can to limit that. The radiator has been boiled out. It's a brand new water pump. We flushed out the system. The expression is you keep driving it till something breaks. Then when it does, you fix it. So hopefully everything will break before it gets to the Route 66 race. But we will carry spares, anything that we think we may need at any stage of the race that we might need to replace. We upgraded it with some safety features. We put seat belts in it. We put a temperature gauge in it so that you can tell exactly engine temperature, knowing if your spark advance is correct. It has turn signals and flashers. It also has a very accurate speedometer, which we added, so that you can and a clock, so that you can really keep on top of your time and your distance. As you can see, it has no windows, it's all open, but it does have canvas that snaps onto these snaps, so it can totally enclose it for inclement weather, which they will probably meet when they're going through Texas or New Mexico. And we also upgraded this from a 6-volt system to a 12-volt system. so that we can have brighter lights at night. It has a greater charging capacity, and it's also much safer. So now that we've talked about the car and we've talked about the great race, I want to introduce you to the guys that are actually going to drive this the 2,700 miles.
Dana.
Joe.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. Ryan, nice to
meet
meet you. So Joe and Ryan are from Cars and Bids, and they just can't wait to get in this car.
That's right. Yeah. This is to see it in the flesh, to see it in the metal, to see it in the wood. It's
a lot of wood.
Yeah. It's a beautiful car, discerningly so. It's sort of taking my breath away a little bit, and we are just so honored to be driving it, you know, on the centenary of the car, pretty much, centenary of the Great Road.
So do you have any anxiety?
Yes, several.
Several. Okay.
No windows if it rains. What do we do? If it breaks down, which it won't, knock on wood.
Knock out.
There's a lot of wood over there. I can hopefully fix it.
Good.
Joe will support emotionally and
Absolutely.
will hydrate me, hopefully.
Yeah, I can look after the cool box. You can look after this big hot box.
Hot box, yeah. Deal. Anxiety is, it'll be an experience, for sure.
Yeah, should be.
We're still learning the rules, I'm assuming map, stopwatch, and all those things, but
Yes.
it's gonna be amazing. You guys have done an amazing job sorting the
Well, thank
car.
you.
It's got a speedometer.
Yeah, we've got a very accurate speedometer, and we have a clock that isn't in it right now. It's an accurate clock with a big face. And then you'll have a couple of stopwatches that we have
Okay.
that we just got for you.
my
And
gosh.
yeah.
That's the key thing, I think, and something Petersen have always been very, very good of, but we're very happy to be doing such a tangible version of, is taking the car out of the room, getting it out there into the world, and 2,700 miles. Imagine how many people are hopefully going to see the car, and what a
Absolutely.
thrill it'll be for them, as
Absolutely.
well as for us.
Second, and then third back.
Correct.
Yeah. Wow, good Lord.
There is directionals,
Oh, wow.
just as for a safety feature.
How big were hands back then where this is like, this is quite the reach?
Well, not only that, you notice there's another lever under here.
Cruise control.
How'd you know? It regulates the airbags.
Oh.
No, so what this does is this is your spark advance.
Okay.
All right, so you can advance your ignition or retard your ignition so that you don't have to have your foot on, it would almost be like
So it is cruise control.
But
No radar.
so when you start the engine and you want the revs to be a little bit higher to warm it up or whatever, you can just.
You want to sit in this thing because your legs are longer than mine.
I have. I did try, but last time I tried, it didn't have a floor.
We did push the seat back an inch and a half.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I can see. Yeah.
And then this we're gonna lower it.
Okie dokie. Yeah, just to sort of help with the.
Yeah.
Gosh. God, it's so. I mean, it's pristine. It feels a shame to put your feet on the tread board and stuff, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, you got to get in like.
It's not the easiest getting in because of the clearance,
That's okay.
with your legs.
That's all right.
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
Oh wait, look at this. Look at that ratchet. Whoa, wow. Well, once you're in, there's loads of space, isn't
So
there?
we're just with the no Bluetooth audio,
No, and you cannot use, on this rally, you cannot use your phones.
Cell phones.
no music.
No music, no GPS. But even if you had music, you wouldn't be able to hear it. This is extremely noisy.
Really?
You hear everything. You hear all the gears turning.
Wow.
The road noise.
Wow.
When cars were alive.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Very much
Which you'll
so.
find out very soon.
What a thing
Wow.
of absolute beauty this is.
What's the safety rating on this bad boy?
Fire rating is what we should be talking about.
We don't talk safety ratings. Come on.
We're only going 40 miles an hour on the highway, right?
Right?
Right.
He said
right.
55. 55.
I had it on the 405 and I was doing 50, 55 flat.
Okay.
Once you start to climb, it pulls it down.
Yeah, we're not going to be climbing for a while. We got a lot of Midwest.
Yeah,
to conquer
you got a lot of
first.
flat ground.
Oh yes, the plains.
All right, you've seen the car, you've heard about the race, you met the drivers that'll be driving at 2,700 miles. Thank you for watching another edition of Petersen Museum Deep Dive.